Hello students, today I am going to start the fifth unit of the digital electronics, and in this fifth unit let's start with the ROM, read only memory. So we can say that a ROM is a device that includes both the decoder and the OR gates within a single IC package. ROM is used to implement complex combinational circuit within one IC package. Again, we can say that a ROM is essentially a memory or storage device in which permanent binary information is stored. The binary information must be specified by the designer and is then embedded in the unit to form the required interconnection pattern. Again, we can say that ROMs come with a special internal electronic fuses that can be programmed for a specific configuration. Once the pattern is established, it stays within the unit even when power is turned off and on again. So see the block diagram of this ROM. It consists of 2 to the power of n into m ROM, n inputs, m outputs. So we can say that a block diagram of a ROM is shown in the figure 1. It consists of n input lines and m output lines, 2 to the power of n, that is input, and m outputs. Each bit combination of the input variables is called an address. Each bit combination that comes out of the output lines is called a word. That comes out of the output lines is called a word, and the input variables is called the address. The number of bits per word is equal to the number of output lines, m. An address is essentially a binary number that denotes one of the mean terms of n variables. The number of distinct address possible with n input variables is 2 to the power of n. An output word can be selected by a unique addresses, and since there are 2 to the power of n distinct address in a ROM, there are 2 to the power of n distinct words that are said to be stored in the unit. The word available on the output lines at any given time depends on the address value applied to the input lines. ROM is characterized by the number of words 2 to the power of n and the number of bits per word m. Consider a 32 into 8 ROM. 32 means 2 to the power of 5. Consider a 32 into 8 ROM. 8 is the output. 32 into 8 ROM, which consists of 32 words of 8 bits each. That is, there are 8 output lines and 32 distinct words stored in the unit. We can say that internally the ROM is a combinational circuit with AND gates connected as a decoder and a number of OR gates equal to the number of outputs in the unit. So the figure 2 shows the internal logic construction of 32 into 4 ROM. 32 into 4 ROM, 4 output, 32 inputs, and 5 is the n input lines. The 5 input variables are decoded into 32 lines by means of 32 AND gates and 5 inverters. Then we can say that combinational logic implementation, how it is implemented. So for an n input, m output combinational circuit, we need a 2 to the power of n into m ROM. The blowing of the fuses is referred to as programming the ROM. The designer need only specify a ROM program table that gives the information for the required paths in the ROM. The actual programming is a hardware procedure that follows the specifications listed in the program table. For example, consider the given truth table, which specifies a combinational circuit with 2 inputs and 2 outputs. Here we can say that truth table is given. Output of F1 is 0111, output of F2 is 1010. So we can implement this by using 2 methods. First method is shown in figure B. Here we have F1, F2. We are using the OR gates, decoder, 2 inputs, 4 outputs, 2 functional outputs. So here we can say that 0111. So 0 means fuse is blown, 111 is fuse is intact. In the F2, 1010, that's why first is intact, second is blown, third is intact, fourth is blown. So this is the first method. Now see the second method. Here this is just reverse of this. Here we are using the inverter also. So it is just reverse of that. 0 1 1 1 F1. So here we will apply 1 0 0 0. So first one is intact, next 3 is blown. F2 1 0 1 0. So here it is 0 1 0 1. So this is the method. So next we can see the example. Design a combinatorial circuit using a ROM. The circuit accepts 3-bit numbers and generate the output in the binary numbers equal to the square of the input number. So we have prepared the truth table for that. Input is A2, A1, A0. For 3-bit number, maximum number is 7. The square of 7 is 49. That's why we need 6 bits output. That's why we have B5, B4, B3, B2, B1, B0. Now compare this. If we will compare this, then we can see A0 is equal to B0. Same value. A0 is equal to B0. Next is all the values of B1 is 0. So that's why we can eliminate these two, and the resulting circuit is shown here. So here we are using only 4 outputs, F1, F2, F3, F4. B1 is equal to 0 and B0 is equal to A0. So this is the resulting ROM truth table. So this is the ROM. Then we know the types of ROM: programmable read-only memory, electrically programmable read-only memory, and electrically erasable programmable read-only memory. That you can understand or you have learned already. So this is about the ROM. Thank you.